Wandering through the narrow streets of a city is always a good idea to start discovering it. And the old town of Madrid has plenty of it. There are different neighborhoods and each one has its charm. Consider seeing the multicultural Lavapiés. It's where we started our walks since our accommodation was located there. The quite empty streets in the morning, the street art with painted murals, or the locals doing groceries are emblematic remaining images from here. Close to it is Barrio de la Latina, a lively district with narrow streets full of tapas bars. Of course, as we continue our journey, all roads lead to Plaza Mayor, the major public space in the heart of the city which dates from the 16th century. It has 9 gates and its name has changed over time, reflecting events in Spanish history. Madrid's royal palace is also an important landmark for the history of Spain. It continues to be the official residence of the royal family even today. The palace has over 3,000 rooms with significant decorations or collections of paintings, ceramics, or armor. It has a large courtyard and close to it is the Almudena Cathedral, an imposing Catholic church whose construction plans began when the capital of Spain was transferred from Toledo to Madrid. Although very rare in the current decade, the Green Wall of Madrid, just in front of the Royal Botanical Garden, is a vertical garden which incorporates 250 different species of plants. This living piece of art can survive without soil just through a hydroponic system. The green oasis of the city is El Retiro Park, declared last year UNESCO World Heritage Site together with the boulevard Paseo del Prado. It has 125 hectares with all kinds of plant species, monuments or gardens, and it is popular not only among tourists but also among locals. central point of the park is the Glass Palace, designed in the late 19th century with a structure made of glass plates and iron, which sits on a brick base. Here are always hosted temporary exhibitions by Reina Sofia Museum. The park has also an artificial lake where you can rent a rowing boat, a nice way to spend a sunny day. In case New York is far away, Madrid can offer you a similar vibe. The Gran Via, sometimes referred to as the Spanish Broadway, is a majestic street with large hotels, theaters, shopping centers and other imposing buildings. The Malasana neighborhood is one of the most lively and dynamic in Madrid, emblematic for the cultural movements in the city. It is the perfect place for shopping, parties, or enjoying tapas or a beer with friends in small restaurants. But here you should also not miss one of the most beautiful bookstores in town, called Libros, or Libros para un mundo mejor, meaning books for a better world. When you are thinking about Spain, of course you have in mind their famous churros. Go to the old Chocolateria San Ginés for an authentic and delicious experience. Perfect brunches you can find at Pum Pum Bakery or Café del Art in Lavapiés, but you cannot leave Madrid without trying jamón ibérico, one of the most iconic foods of Spain. The Argentinian empanadas from Malvón are also not to miss. Remember the New York City vibes mentioned before? At night, a walk through downtown can really take you there. Not very often do we recommend a train station as a place to visit, but Madrid Atocha is one of a kind. The tropical garden with over 7,000 plants and 400 different species surrounded by iron and glass makes this train station so unique. Should consider visiting it even if you are not leaving the city. In our case, it was the last stop before heading to south, so see you next time from Sevilla.